It is 6:31. We will call to order the July 11th meeting of the Type A Economic Development Board. We do have a quorum present. Alice, do we have anybody to speak on any?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Item C, discuss and consider possible actions on the meeting minutes for April 18th. Were there any questions? It's short and sweet. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Do we need to approve these?
Yes.
Sorry. We have a motion to approve minutes.
I second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the April 18 minutes. All those in favor? raise your hand.
I'm sorry, did you make the motion? I didn't hear
Angela
that.
did.
Okay,
I'm
thanks.
sorry.
Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Item number 2, review and discuss questions related to the budget report and financial statements for June of 2022.
You guys currently got a fund balance of around $1.2 million. We are just under $30,000 away from hitting our projected annual sales tax numbers. We budgeted 500,000, and I think we're probably going to come in somewhere around 6, give or take a little. We're currently 30% over what was projected for this month. We collected an additional $51,083 over projections, and for the year we're 34.96% above last year. Had no significant expenditures. Well, I'll take it back. I don't know if it's on here or not. We made the final closeout payment to Retail Connection, pardon me. So that project is done, but we do have one of the things that you might have noticed in here. We got a negative number where on expenditures for rebates. The rebate was not initially budgeted. It is now. We are making those payments. We've made 2, and so there's a 100% sales tax rebate and ad valorem tax rebate to the Retail Connection. That totals $400,000 or 10 years, whichever comes first. So we have started that. It's a quarterly payout that we're doing. Other than that, we don't have, I've got the rough draft of the facade and grant that we've talked about. The council wanted to get a look at that. I didn't put it on this agenda. One, because it was not quite complete, and I don't have the application finished yet. I do have the criteria, or at least a draft of the criteria. That'll be on y'all's next one to look at. But right now we haven't spent any of that money, or we haven't even taken any applications in yet. So
Has there been any interest?
there has. Diesel Dynamics they've been in and talked about it a few times. They're working on some improvements down there and some additions, I think, to the front and possibly even next door to them. I haven't seen the final plans. I've seen kind of a draft of where they're going. It looks very nice, a stone facade front, and I think it's going to be a nice addition down there. We've actually mentioned it to the new nursery that's come in, but almost all of them that I reviewed before putting ours together exclude current businesses. It's all for either new stuff. Now, if they were to add something now, we could look at that, but despite all the stuff they've done and how nice they made that look, if this criteria is adopted, they wouldn't qualify. Now, y'all can change that if you choose to. That's entirely up to y'all. But and I don't know that it would be. I know that American Steel Carports has got some construction going on that might be worth looking at if they're the #1 sales taxpayer in the city. So it could be worth our while to allow, say, projects less than 12 months, or there could be some caveat. I think if you put that in there, I think you'd be okay. Those two would probably be players. I don't know that you would see many others. But I mean, I think it might be worth, especially with American Steel Carports, because I've already dispatched Molly over there to start rubbing elbows with them to see what's going on over there. And we're working to keep them smiling and happy, and they're a large part of this 35%.
Any other questions? All right, we'll move on to item D, executive session. Type A, EDC in the city of Joshua will recess to executive session pursuant to provision chapter 551, subchapter D, to discuss or deliberate the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. And at 6:30. And E, I don't believe there was any, so do we need to formally give you any direction on that one? Okay.
Nope.
Item F, any future agenda items requested by directors to be on the next agenda item? Wrong date. At 7:04, we will adjourn.